Recording.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone. I got a quick video today on how I think hydrofoils work. I think lift has only been explained halfway. So basically we're told about the lift equation, and when we move faster, the lift is going to go up by a term of v squared. But what happens when v squared goes to 0? Your hydrofoil should fall with the force of mg. But as we can see, it doesn't. So there's really another force here, and I'll attribute this force to about 90% of the reason why we can stay up on a hydrofoil. The force here is acting vertically. It's a drag or a resistance. So instead of thinking of drag going against the flow this way, think of it going vertically. When I push down on this, it's making a force against my push. And I think because of the dynamic motion of waves, in other words, the circular orbits on the surface of the water, bringing the water vertically against this wing right here, that's where we're getting, by estimation, 90% of our lift. Sue me later when we find the exact numbers on that. But this amount of lift right here is almost negligible. So this surface right here, this resistance, is really what we're pushing off of when we are doing our pumping. If you can imagine here, like on a hard surface, you can't push it down at all. The force normal to this wing is going to allow my knees to really jump back up. So when you're in really good conditions for pumping, you're having a lot of force against you because you can't push down on it, allowing you to de-weight yourself and fly forward. Which brings us to part 2 of hydrofoil facts they didn't teach you in school. We're told that there's pitch, roll, and yaw, but there's actually 3 more degrees of freedom, and those degrees of mechanical degrees of freedom could be surge, forwards and backwards, heave, down and up, and sway side to side. These all could kind of be negligible depending on your reference frame, whether it's to the current or to the rider, but really this heave one right here is what we're using a lot in pumping. So all those put together is how we stay up forever, and Bernoulli is really getting way too much credit for having lift due to velocity.